Better swing. Baseball is back. Opening day is upon us. And I'm going to give you guys one bet that you're not going to get from anybody else. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode, the Thursday edition here of Winning Bets. We're giving out free sports picks every single day, and Major League Baseball is back. Opening day is back. It's a great time to get into the ballpark and watch a game. I know a lot of these cities around the country are allowing fans back into the stadiums. Right here in Chicago, you can either go down to Guaranteed Rate or Wrigley Field, get you some sun, get you some beer and a hot dog, and enjoy some baseball. It's what we love. Baseball is back. Absolutely love it. I got a big show today. We got a lot of baseball to talk. Before we do it, let's go ahead and recap yesterday. No tweet to put up over the shoulder because I didn't want to tweet it. 0-5. It was an absolute stinker yesterday. It started off with a really terrible, absolutely bad beat. Remember, we get England to win 2-0. And I told you Poland was going to struggle because they didn't have Lewandowski. They struggled. They had one shot on target. Their one shot on target found the back of the net. But how they got that shot on target was the reason why it was a bad beat. It was a turnover by Stones right on the edge of the penalty box, and obviously in his defensive third. He had a little bit too heavy of a touch. The ball got away from him. Poland pounced on it, couple passes, and just an easy goal right there that Stones and England gifted Poland. Just really unfortunate because Poland was shit otherwise in that match. Like I said, only one shot on target, 3 shots overall. Just couldn't do anything against that England defense, and to have a bet crash because of just a gaffe and a mistake there by Stones was just an absolute heartbreaker there. So yeah, day started off with just a terrible beat. The other World Cup qualifier we did, Austria and Denmark. Austria just didn't find the back of the net. That's just the typical sports betting loss there. A couple chances that they had, a couple really good chances they had. They just again were unable to finish them and find the back of the net. NBA wasn't good to us at all. The Pistons, that was a heartbreaker. They needed 11 points with 5 minutes to go in that game. 5 minutes to go in the game, the Pistons needed 11 points, and they got 2 buckets. 2 made field goals in the last 5 minutes of that game. Just absolutely crap performance by them coming down the stretch there. And really a kind of a crappy second quarter as well. But just to come down to the stretch, and that's not a guarantee by any stretch that you're going to get 11 points with 5 minutes to go. But to only get 2 buckets with 5 minutes to go, that is unacceptable. They just started jacking up threes. They were down at that point by about 10 or 12 points to the Blazers. They were trying to claw back into that game, and they just went into, let's just jack up threes to get back into it, and they weren't falling. So, yeah, 2 made buckets by them. That was just really unfortunate. Jazz were in a close game. They were unable to cover the 5.5. Really, really close game there against the Grizzlies. Thought maybe they were going to pull it out with some late-game free throws, but, yeah, the Grizzlies just kept making buckets themselves, so the Jazz couldn't cover. And then the Kings did not cover as well. They did not cover +3. They kind of got blown out there by the Spurs there essentially on their back-to-back there, even though it was an off day. The back-to-back there with that same opponent there. So a little bit unfortunate there that the Kings couldn't bring what they brought in their previous matchup when they had all the advantages. They're a better team than that Spurs on paper, and they proved it the other night by blowing them out by 17 points, but Spurs reversed it on them and got one over them. So yeah, just a terrible day overall, but super pumped for baseball. Baseball, as I said yesterday, it's one of the sports that I follow extremely close. Love it that baseball is back, and love it that we're going to fill our pockets up with some baseball money. Lots of things going on around baseball. Let's start off with a lot of these sports books are doing baseball promotions. We got one at PointsBet. They're doing one of these in each of the states. Here in Illinois, you can take the Chicago White Sox to score 1+ run and get even money. It's a max $20 bet. So yeah, as long as the White Sox get 1 run in that game, we can all win $20. We'll look to do that. I know they did it in Michigan, but it was a little bit different. They're doing it, throughout the states that they're legal in. For example, in Michigan, you get the Tigers +84 runs. So that one's free money. Not quite free money here in Illinois. The White Sox got to work for it, unlike the Tigers have to work for it. But let's just hope the White Sox can get 1 run, because obviously I did go ahead and make that bet. I think they'll obviously win that game. I think they'll win that game with Giolito on the mound, but definitely think they can obviously get 1 run. So let's hope they do. That would just be a terrible. That would be a terrible beat if they're unable to get 1 run. I wish we had +84 runs like the Tigers, but I'll go ahead and think that the White Sox can get that 1 run. FanDuel, they've countered with themselves. They got a little bit of promotion going. They're doing a same-game parlay insurance. It's basically risk-free same-game parlay, whatever you guys want on the same-game parlay. All you got to do is have it at +400 odds. I went ahead and looked at the Yankees game is what I went ahead and did. A couple batters here, Hicks and Frazier, faced Rui 2 times last year. Each of them got a hit, so go ahead and like that. Like that the Blue Jays can cover 2.5 runs. I think they can keep this game nice and close with Rui on the mound. In both of his performances last year, he got 1 win in that matchup, and then the second one could have had it, but boy, the bullpen there just absolutely imploded there. So kind of took it away from him. So he pitched really good last year, large in part there against the Yankees. So I think the Blue Jays can keep it close. I think they're going to be a good team. I think they're probably going to be a playoff-bound club. I really like what the Blue Jays did in the offseason. And then the other one, I like the under in that game too, with Rui on the mound and Garrett Cole on the mound. I think that the under there will go ahead and hit them under 8.5. So that's my same game parlay insurance. Again, it's risk-free. If it loses, I'll get my $10 back. So I encourage everybody to go ahead and do it in. Find your favorite team, find your favorite game, and go ahead and get you in a FanDuel same game parlay. And let's see them. Let's see if we can all cash our same game parlays as well. A couple other things I'm going to go ahead and do for you. So check this tweet out. So this is... this is a guy that's been following, he follows data and trends on Twitter, but look at he sent out this tweet here at the All-Star break at NBA talking about how profitable it was if you were just to blindly bet on all the underdogs there in the NBA, how much profit you would be. It's gone down a little bit, as you can see. He sent this tweet out 2 days ago, but you're still profitable. I mean, still a significant amount of profit, and this is based on a $100 better. So I was thinking, like, man, how cool would that be? Obviously, I couldn't do the NBA at that point because the season already started, but I'm going to do that same thing in Major League Baseball. I'm going to blindly bet every single underdog and just see what it pays. Where I'm going to do this at is I'm going to do this over at Barstool's. I've told you guys Barstool's launched in Illinois a few weeks ago, and I never did anything with it. So I've now deposited $100, and you can make a minimum $1 bet. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a $1 bet every day on every single underdog and just see if it's, pans out like the basketball. I just think this is going to be something cool to do. I think it'll be cool to kind of track it on here. We're not obviously, talking a lot about a lot of money here. If I do burn through $100, I will, deposit more. I've got a rough number in my head of what I'm willing to do on this, but this is more just kind of a fun exercise. I think it'll be cool to kind of track this trend and see if it can be profitable, like in the NBA. So let's see what can happen over the course of a Major League Baseball season. I will say it was painful doing it. I'm gonna not painful to do it. I'm gonna do it, but it was painful picking the Tigers today. The Tigers have Boyd on the mound. Boyd is shit. I mean, this is one of the worst starting pitchers in all of baseball. He is absolutely really, really bad. Faded him a lot last year and made a lot of money off of Boyd. So it was painful putting a $1 bet today on the Tigers with Boyd on the bump. But like I said, I'm going to do it every single day, put $1 on every single underdog, and I'll just do Monday updates. We'll see where we're at. I think it's gonna be pretty cool to see. So let's see if the underdogs can cash at the end of the season and be profitable for you. I wanted to go ahead and give an update on Giancarlo Stanton. I went ahead and made a video. I think it was a week, maybe 10 days ago, of my favorite future bet player prop of the MLB season. I took Giancarlo under 38.5 homers. That number is now down to 36.5 homers. So I hope you guys already got onto it. It looks like I'm on the right side of it again, like I generally am. I run into, seems like a lot of unfortunate luck, but more times than not, I always seem to be on the right side of things. I always look at, spreads and money lines and player props before games either tip off like in basketball, and I just always seem to be on the right side, just not getting the right results. Let's see if we can get the right result this time, because we do seem like we're on the right side again, as this number has fallen to 36.5 when I gave it to you guys at taking the under of 38.5. So let's see what happens there. All right, let's go ahead now and get into some Major League Baseball opening day bets. Super excited. There is a promo over on DraftKings. They're offering it only to the Blue Jays and Yankees game. If you make a $5 bet on that game, you can then get a mystery profit bonus anywhere from 25% to 100%. I wanted that boost. I love baseball, so I was like, yeah, give me that boost. So I put $5 on that Blue Jays-Yankees game, and I did one of our favorite props that we did last season, and we were profitable off of it last season. No run in the first inning. We got a lot of these suckers to cash last year, so I did it in this game. Again, you got Rui on the mound, you got Garrett Cole on the mound, so I put $5 on no run in the first. I did that at minus 139 over at DraftKings, and I really did it just to get the profit boost. I mean, I like the bet as well, but I wanted the profit boost. My profit boost came in at 100%. 100%. So the gambling gods are on my side. The baseball gods are on my side to start off today. I get the Mac Daddy 100% boost. So I used it on my favorite game of today. I tell you, you are not going to get this bet from anybody else. Nobody else is going to give you this bet today. I'm taking the Royals money line, boosted with the profit boost. I'm getting that plus 120. The Royals are playing the Rangers today. For the Royals, they got Brad Keller on the mound. He had a 2.47 ERA last year, a 1.02 whip, an opponent's batting average of .202 in 2020. He only gave up 2 home runs and 54.2 innings pitched. If we look at who he's opposed to, Kyle Gibson, he's going to be on the mound there. His ERA is 5.35. 5.35, so almost twice as worse as, or more than, I guess, twice as worse as what Brad Keller is there. He has a whip of 1.53. His opponent's batting average last season was .275, and he gave up 12 homers and 67.1 inning pitch. So significantly worse ERA, significantly worse whip, opponent's batting average, and he gives up the long ball at an extremely terrible rate as opposed to Brad Keller. I mean, Brad Keller has a really great advantage here. And then if we look at what these teams are bringing to the mound or to the batter's box offensively, the Rangers have Gallo, and other than Gallo, there's not really like a lot of bats in that lineup that's really going to scare you. Gallo is definitely going to scare the shit out of some pitchers, but other than that, they don't really have it. We look at the Royals, they have Salvador Perez, really good, hitting catcher. I really like him. They've got Carlos Santana. Yeah, he's dropped off, but, he can have a moment where he can have a day. Whit Merrifield, I think he's one of the best hitters in all of baseball. I mean, he's always at the top of the batting average every single season. Whit Merrifield can just absolutely rake all day long. They've got Dozier. They've also brought in Benintendi in the offseason, and then they obviously still have Soler, their DH. So, yeah, I mean, like a Santana, he's not going to bring it every single day, but the Royals have potential in their lineup to do a lot more damage on any given day than what this Rangers lineup will do. So, yeah, better pitcher by far on the mound. Significantly better lineup. To me, this one's easy. It's the Royals on that money line at plus 120. If you're, don't have access to DraftKings, don't have access to this profit boost, and if your money line threshold, let's say it's like me at minus 150, it is above minus 150. I think I last saw it was at minus 161. You can take Royals minus 1 at minus 117 if you're comfortable with that. That way, you can get a push if they only win by 1, and then obviously, when they win by more than 1, then you'll get great odds there at Royals minus 1 at minus 117. So those are a couple ways you can pivot. Or if you don't have, or maybe if your threshold is higher than mine, your odds money line or your odds limit is higher than mine, then just go ahead and take the Royals on the money line. Like I said, you can find that at minus 161 there. So absolutely love the Royals this season, getting off our 2021 Major League Baseball season, hitting it off with profit right there, all on the heels of our no run in the first inning, because that game is the very first one of Major League Baseball. We were on fire. We were on fire last season with no run in the first, and then pitcher props. We were on fire with both of those last season. So yeah, love it that our first bet of the season is already a no run the first, and can't wait to get in some K props as well. Some other things I want to do, and these are taking into account no parlays. I told you guys, which is kind of why I'm frustrated that I had a bad day yesterday, kind of just in the and just having it. It's because I'm not taking parlays. I'm staying true to the system, single bets, doing well. This baseball thing is not taking into account parlays, right? If you wanted to do 2-team parlays, then by all means do it. That's kind of what you got to do in baseball to get the value right. You either have to do 2-team parlays or you got to take a lot of run lines, and we'll do that throughout this season. We'll take a lot of run lines and we'll take a lot of 2-team parlays. But again, out of the gate, want to just take it a little slow. But I wanted to make bets. I love the MLB slate. I could certainly make more than this Royals money line bet today. There's some K props also that I will, but I'm going to go ahead, try and be patient, just get these 2 bets in. And then just kind of build up from there. But boy, I do love this baseball slate. It's tempting to get in some more bets. I'll tell you, I really like that Indians run line. Again, they're facing Boyd. Boyd is just shit. I mean, he is not a good pitcher. So I like the Indians run line. I like the Braves today. Think the Braves can go ahead and knock out the Phillies. I like the Rays going up against the Marlins. A little bit of a pause there because the Marlins are a good team. I mean, Don Mattingly is just an outstanding manager. I've loved how they're slowly building that team. So But with Glass now on the mound, you're getting Glass now on the mound, and this is a matchup that the Rays can win. But boy, the Marlins are tough. They're gonna surprise a lot of people. I know they made that playoffs last season, so they're not quite a surprise. But people again have the Marlins, not finishing all that well, especially in that division in the NL East. But I'm telling you right now, the Marlins will be a good team, and they'll be a force all season long. I also like the White Sox today. I like the Astros today, and I like the over in the Giants Mariners game. Two shitty pitchers on the mound, two shitty bullpens. Yeah, it's going to take the over in Giants. But let's just see if I hit both of these bets, hit the no run the first, hit that Royals money line, maybe I'll take one more of these and go ahead and make it. And then there are a couple K props as also that I like as well. But let's just stay with the Royals money line for now. Let's stay with no run the first inning and that Blue Jays and that Yankees game. And let's look to have a nice, good opening day. Sit back, enjoy some baseball because it's back here, and we'll do it. All right, guys, that's how I'm going to do it today. We'll look to join you guys back on Friday's show. Enjoy baseball. Enjoy your Thursday. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Have a good one.
Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.